Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So, how are you doing?
Did you decide to come to the Netherlands for your studies? Not yet?
Well, watch our video where we give you 6 reasons to study here.
Are you worried about how will you cover your expenses?
Don't worry, we got you back. Watch our video where we explore 5 types of student jobs. We have links to all of these in the description box.
Well, enough with the self-promotion.
In this video, we talk about all the housing terms which you might have come across while trying to find a rental place for yourself.
But before watching this video, we highly recommend you to watch our previous video where we explore various housing options. If you have already seen that, then by all means keep on watching.
It is a brave decision to move to a different country and begin a new life for yourself. In the process to achieve your dreams, you have to take care of practical matters like finances, housing, and so much more.
We are here to help you with some of those matters. In this video, we will try to help you understand the meaning of different terms associated with finding a rental place.
You can also read about this in our blog. You can use the chat feature there to connect with us. We will be happy to talk to you and we'll try our best to answer all your questions. And without any further ado, let's dive into the fun stuff.
When you are here in the Netherlands, renting a property for more than 4 months, then you need to register with the town hall. It is a mandatory official procedure that you have to follow.
Everyone living here, it doesn't matter if you are a European or non-European resident, have to register themselves with the local government authorities.
We would recommend that you should register yourself within 5 days of landing here. But if for some reasons you are not able to find a permanent place for yourself, then you can speak to the authorities and explain your situation.
In this case, they will of course allow you to stay in the country, but they will advise you to complete the registration formalities within a set period of time. Do not take this one casually if you do not want any trouble. Find a rental place with an authentic contract and be done with this process.
Remaining unregistered or registering at the wrong address is not permitted. If found guilty, then you might have to pay a fine up to 325 euros or you might also get deported.
If you decide to share accommodation with a colleague as we do, make sure that both of your names appear on the lease contract.
This is for your own protection because in case your roommate decides to leave, you will still have a right to stay in the apartment. We will take you through the whole process of registration in our upcoming video.
Now this is the most common term out there. You must have come across posts where people are subletting their apartment for a short period, but you would also have noticed this phrase in each of these posts which says registration not possible. So what does this mean?
Sublet means that a person who is renting a place is sub-renting this place to another individual.
So for example, say Saurabh rents this apartment and I am a newbie in town. Saurabh decides to go away on a 2-month Euro trip in his summer break. What he will do is, he will sublet me this place.
She will pay me the rent that I asked for and will live in this apartment.
Now here is the catch. Subletting is legal only if your contract says so.
I am allowed to sublet this place only if my landlord has agreed to it in the contract. In this case as well, you will have to register yourself with the local government authorities.
This term is not the most common, but it will surely help those in need. This is the one term which will allow you to safely live in the country until you find some stable ground.
Say you did not find a rental place or a place which allows the tenant to sublet legally, then you are left with this option. You can register yourself with the local authorities using a correspondence address.
It is usually a temporary address where you are currently staying. The authorities will use this address to perform their administrative duties.
Make sure that the address is authentic and the local authorities can locate it and that the owner of this place knows that you are staying here.
So how much rent are you paying again? 700 euros? 800 euros?
Do you know that if you satisfy some government conditions, then you can get a subsidy as a housing allowance?
The European government, they ensure that if you're a student here or someone with low earning income, then your housing needs are covered significantly. You can apply for a housing allowance if you are above 18 years of age and have a valid residence permit.
Once you file for an allowance, you will receive a letter from the authorities asking for a proof of rent and rent payments. Submit those proofs and in some time you will start receiving those allowances.
I cannot thank the authorities enough for this help that they provide. It is good to receive more than 300 euros back. It almost covers our grocery and transport expenses for a month.
For this step, it is an absolute mandate that you are registered with the town hall. Thus, plan everything carefully while looking for a rental place.
We will make a video which covers step by step the process of housing allowance application, and another video which will give you an idea of the monthly expenses that you will incur if you decide to come here.
But if you want to know more about some initial expenses which you will face as soon as you land here, then you can check out this video.
There are two types of rental contracts which you can explore. Short stay contract, also sometimes known as student contract, and regular contract.
Short stay contract is something which you can go for if you are staying at that place for 6 months or for maximum 1 year. This is what the student companies offer when they give you a place to stay.
So in this contract, you are allowed to stay at that place for only a fixed period of time. This contract cannot be extended and will have a date of termination.
Regular contracts do not have a termination date, but it specifies a minimum period before which you or the homeowner can terminate the contract.
So for example, if I am looking for a regular contract, then it will have a clause which states that I am not allowed to terminate the contract before a period of 6 months or 12 months. Students are usually not offered these type of contracts.
Every rental place comes with an advance payment of a deposit, and this will again be mentioned in your contract document. Usually the deposit equals the rent of 1 or 2 months.
If you sign a rental contract with your landlord, please beware that it will be in Dutch. Thus, non-Dutch people should translate it into their preferred language and look for some key points before signing it.
We have made a checklist of these key points. You can find a printable PDF of it on our blog. The link is in the description box below.
Make sure that you check every box before signing the contract.
Also keep in mind that any rental contract, regular or short stay, can be terminated by the landlord if there are legal grounds for the termination.
Now we recommend to every newcomer that they go for a furnished place if they can afford it.
We agree that these places are pricey compared to unfurnished place, but it comes with daily necessities like refrigerator, microwave, kitchen and bedroom necessities.
Think about it. If you go for an unfurnished place, then you will have to spend extra money on these, which include things like a bed, a table, a chair, and so much more to make it habitable.
And if you are in a short stay contract, which as we said before cannot be extended, then you will have to move around with these heavy items. And what if the second apartment that you get is already furnished?
Thus, it is always advisable to go for a furnished, also known as an upholstered place. The pricey rent will always be less when you compare it to the other expenditures you will make in an unfurnished place.
We already described the utilities in previous section. Service charges cover the cost of electricity, water usage, internet service, etc.
Service and utility charges are usually a part of your rent. Thus, your rental breakdown will have at least 3 sections which will tell you the amount of your basic rent, utilities and service charges.
As a newcomer, you are very much prone to getting scammed. There are many individuals out there who build a fake listing profile on housing websites to extort money out of people.
These scammers are not easy to identify. Their rental pictures will look legit, their owner profile will look legit, and the contract which they will send you will also look legit.
Thus, check everything before you pay that advance deposit amount. Our previous video covers this topic in detail. Please check that for more information.
Whenever a landlord decides to rent out his or her place, they usually like to organize house viewings.
They invite all the prospective tenants to the place which is up for rent and like to interact and get to know them. They then finalize a tenant and rent out their place.
So how to be present for a viewing if you're not in a country? We answered this in our previous video. So basically you can find people who are willing to help you. They can visit these viewings instead of you and then give you a video call so that the homeowners, they can get to know you better.
As a tenant, you are obliged to pay various government taxes. These include garbage collection tax and sewage tax.
The tax prices can be up to 100 euros per month. Usually, you have to pay for these charges once a year, but you can opt for a monthly payment option after speaking to the government authorities. You can also apply for remittance.
that was the video, guys. We tried to cover up as many points as possible in as much detail as possible.
In the comment section, let us know if we missed something, any questions that you might have for us, or future video requests.
If you want to read more about this, then visit our blog and feel free to chat with us.
Until then, please like the video, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye.